Okay, since these heads have been cut so much, I'm going to put these shims under them, and it's got road on it front, and so the front's got to go to the front. That means that this shim here will go upside down, but I also got to use gasket sealer with it. On one side, the side that goes next to the head. So we'll give it a good coating of sealer. It's shim made Fail Pro, and what it's for is when the things have been heads have been surfaced too much, it'll help restore it back to the factory settings. Okay. We're going to let that dry now. I've already cleaned the head off, and also I've cleaned the top of the block off and give it a good wiping down with acetone. Make sure there's no oil on it. So we're going to see if we can get it on here in a minute or two. Be back with you shortly. Okay, got the head on there. Get ready to put the bolts in. It says to lightly oil the threads and under the head too. So that's what I'm doing. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and get them bolts in there, and I'll be back with you shortly. Okay, got all the bolts in there now. I gotta torque them to 15 foot-pounds first. That's what I got my wrench set on. That's 2. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, Okay. Now, got to torque them to 29 foot-pounds, then 37 foot-pounds, and then go back over them one at a time and take them loose, and then tighten them back down to whatever torque specification I got there. I ain't like 17, 18 foot-pounds, then give them a half a turn. So we'll be back with you shortly. Okay, I got all the bolts torqued down to, well, my memory card got full yesterday, just about the time I got ready to tighten these head bolts down on the final tightening. But what you do, you back off on them, then torque them to the specified torque, and then use a thing like this to tell how many degrees you actually turn it. And what I did, once I torqued it down, I made a mark straight across, and then they let me check it. If you mark straight across, you turn it 90 degrees, you mark straight up and down. So that's a little safety precaution on checking all these bolts to make sure you get them right. We'll be back with you shortly. Okay, I've got the second head valves lubricated in it and the new valve seals put in. Got it cleaned up with acetone. Got that surface good and clean. And quit walking into the tripod. Got this side of the block cleaned up and wiped down with acetone. We're going to put our shim on, then put our gasket on. Then we'll get the bolts in it, hopefully. So we'll be back with you shortly. Okay, we've got the shim down, then the head gasket on top of it. Now we'll see if we can get this head on there without losing too much. Right now the head's sitting on top of those dowel pins. And you don't want to some light on the subject here. That seems to be a problem. and getting that exhaust manifold back out of the way enough for it to fall down in there. Okay. Alright, I'll turn you off while I get the bolts in. Okay, before I get my hands completely wrapped up, the direction says to use light oil on the long head bolts and seams or thread sealer on the short bolts. So that's what I'm doing. So we'll be back with you shortly. Okay, I'm going to see if I can film this procedure and see if it comes out. I have got the bolts all torqued down to 37 foot-pounds. And as soon as I find my little extension, here it is. I'm going to... Alright, this is bolt number 1. Got it broke loose. Don't want to turn real good. That's a couple of turns loose. I'm going to tighten it back down. And we'll torque it to 19 foot-pounds. Alright, there's 19 foot-pounds. Take my silver marker and make a mark straight across. Just like that. And we'll get our gauge here. Get it set up. This is what takes the longest of anything. Alright. We're sitting on 0. That's 60. Alright, we're sitting on 90 degrees now. Well, almost. Okay. Sitting on 90 degrees, so we'll pull that off. See our mark straight up and down now. I got a little bit off, not too bad. So Okay, we'll be back with you shortly. Okay, got all the head bolts torqued down and then got the 90-degree turn on them. And that one head bolt back there in the back, it is right there. That thing, that angle gauge wouldn't work on it in the first place. And that's another good reason for marking the heads of them bolts before you turn them. Well, we'll be back with you shortly.